Why are factors important in multiplication? Imagine building a tower with blocks. Each block represents a number, and stacking them in different ways creates new shapes. Factors are like the blocks that help us understand how numbers are built. They are the numbers that, when multiplied together, give us a specific product. Knowing these factors helps us see the parts that make up a number, making multiplication easier and more meaningful. For example, if you think about the number 12, its factors are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Each of these divides 12 evenly without leaving a remainder. When you multiply to factors like 3 and 4, you get 12. This shows that multiplication is like combining groups of equal size to reach a total. Factors help us understand this process because they show the building blocks of numbers. Understanding factors also connects to the properties of multiplication. The commutative property means changing the order of the factors does not change the answer. For example, 3 times 4 is the same as 4 times 3. The associative property means how we group the factors does not change the product. For example, 2 times 3 times 4 can be grouped as 2 times 3, then times 4, or 3 times 4, then times 2. These properties make solving multiplication problems more flexible and easier. Factors are also useful for mental math. If you want to multiply 25 times 8 times 4, you can group the 8 and 4 first. Since 8 times 4 equals 32, you then multiply 25 by 32. This makes the calculation simpler and quicker. Factors help us break down complex problems into smaller, manageable parts. Beyond just multiplying, factors are helpful in division and simplifying fractions. If you want to reduce a fraction, finding the common factors of the numerator and denominator makes it easier. Factors also help in figuring out the possible dimensions of a rectangle with a certain area. For example, if a rectangle has an area of 24 square units, knowing the factors of 24 helps you find all the possible length and width combinations. In real life, factors help us divide things evenly. If you have 12 candies and want to share them equally among friends, knowing the factors of 12 helps you see how many friends can get the same number of candies. It's like organizing groups or arranging objects in a way that makes sense and is fair. Overall, factors are key to understanding multiplication because they show the parts that combine to make a number. They help us see how numbers are built and how they relate to each other. Using factors, multiplication becomes more than just a number operation. It becomes a way to understand how numbers work together in many different situations.